competitive the park gets.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Because even though it's not a clash, in order to bring that level of excitement, the sound system's definitely playing hard and try to get the biggest forwards and the biggest, you know, railings from the crowd.
They throw shade.
Yes, they do. And it's part of dancehall entertainment because
of course,
we as West Indian people, one thing that I know that everything is a competition for us.
Yes.
So if we go to a park show and it's, you know, cultural artists, you know, when we leave in the park, we turn to a bridge and we say, who take the park? Who you think take the show? You know what I mean? So that's what it is. We turn everything into a competition. Yeah, so Vibes in the Park is one of those indirect competitions. It's not a clash, definitely not a clash. The energy is clean. For the most part, the music is clean. It's a family fun day, so it's food, fun, you know, festive music, everything that you can think about to complement dancehall culture.
True.
One of the things and the visions that we have with the Soundfest is that we want to recreate the live dancehall in Jamaica.
Yes.
The way it used to be, duplicate it here.
Right.
Bring it out in the open air. Hear the whistles, hear the horns, hear the pot covers, hear the music. Be able to go to the soup man, the corn man, the jerk chicken man. So this is the element that we're trying to push on July 30th inside Royal Wilkins Park. You know what I mean? 16 sound systems, 3 segments, and 6 artists on one stage, and that's what it is, Soundfest. So there's a look a bit for every aspect of the dancehall. So if you're, you know, one of the, you know, females that like the bashment music and like to go at the fast pace of the dancehall, then there's a juggler segment there for you with some of the popular juggling sound systems and selectors that will definitely be able to delight you in that segment of dancehall culture. If you are someone like myself that love to hear the big heavy tune them and the dub plate them and the creativity that comes from the sound system culture, then there's a big tune segment there with the Mighty Crown, Soul Supreme, Bodyguard, Metro Media, Kilimanjaro, where you can hear that type of dub plate entertainment that comes from sound system culture. And again, if you're one of the, you know, older, you know, dance hall lovers, right, then the foundation segment might be what you want. The foundation segment actually is my favorite segment because anytime that I can be able to pay homage to those who set the pace is a great day for me. So I'm looking forward to that.
Exactly. So like, what type of activities is gonna be there, like in the park? You're gonna have the food section.
Food and fun. It's usually
food
just
and fun, right?
Food and fun. The kids come out, they run around, they eat ice cream, they do, you know, do what they do. I'm definitely looking into, as we move further in with the fest, to find something that kids can really occupy their time doing. You know what I mean? Whether it be, you know, face painting and this and that and that and that. So as the event matures, we will now, you know, start to carve off some little entertainment for the kids. The kids are important as well, and I know it's a Sunday, and a lot of the parents want to bring the kids. You know what I mean? So I'm thinking of, you know, trying to have a little segment that involves the kids as well.
Maybe nice. Like a little talent show for them or something.
Yes, something that would be nice, because at the end of the day, we want the kids as well to embrace the Caribbean culture. You know what I mean? We want them to feel as much involved as we are. Because they are the future. Yes, so, they are the future of the culture. So it's Soundfest. It's Sunday, July 30th, inside Royal Wilkins Park. Just days away, right? The last Sunday of July. It is going to be one of the biggest festivals you see this year, and it's all about sound system culture. Yes, there will be artists featured, but this show is all about highlighting the culture of sound systems. It's a very, you know, important aspect of our dancehall and musical heritage in Jamaica. That some people seem to be, you know, not as aware of as they should be. And, you know, you hear them talking about this and that and this and that when they speak about the music culture, but very little emphasis is put on that sound system culture. And the sound system culture is where most of the artists that we are proud of today in our culture came from, you know. So the early pace setters of the culture of dancehall, whether it would be the Ninja Man, the Shabba, the Josie Wales, the this, the Super Cat, the that, they all came from sound system culture, and it's something that we want to keep the new generations of the music understanding that there is an importance centered around sound system culture. Right, exactly. So, and you're celebrating 20 years? Yes, 20 years. 20 years of sound system entertainment. 20 years. How you guys do it? 20 years. It's a lot of dedication. It started in 1997 for us as a hobby. You know what I mean? We were sound men and just wanted to keep entertaining ourselves and our friends, and we didn't envision it being a business at that time.
Right.
Early success allowed us to realize that this could really be something that we can do, and we started to do it as kids. We were in our early 20s. I think that either we were just turning 20 or we were probably like 21.
Oh, okay.
And we started it, and we got a really good grasp of it, and because of the fan, being a fan of the culture,
yes,
we were able to triumph in the whole
20 long years.
20 long years, seeing them come and seeing them go, and we're still here doing what we're doing, dedicated to sound system culture,
Exactly.
Everything that we've been able to afford as the Irish and Chin brand has grown over 20 years, we owe it to sound system culture, because that was our foot in the door.
Exactly.
Yes, so anything that is now branded Irish and Chin, we look back at it and we say thanks to the sound system culture. So we've done so many things and still doing so many things to kind of keep the focus on the culture, which allowed us that entry into the industry.
Right, because I always tell people to get ahead in the future, you have to do what? You have to take a lesson from the past.
Yes, you do.
And we say big up to all foundation out there was started off that gave us, that upper hand for today. So, and I can't wait to see. My favorite is Big Belly Sky Juice, of course.
Those people who were in the park last year know that Sky Juice put on a really big show.
Yes, he did. Yes.
He put on a really big show. And Sky Juice is the only veteran that, when it comes to entertainment, he has it.
Yes.
His entertainment is a different type of entertainment, and you gotta salute him. Today I was speaking to him and he was telling me like it's 45 years. Something like that in the industry, and you have to respect him because he's still going.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So as you said, to reiterate what you just said, we really have to respect the pioneers of the culture.
Yes.
In all different aspects of the music. You know what I mean? So whether it's the foundation artists, whether it's the foundation selectors, whether it's the old time sound system owners, collectively everyone has helped to put us where we are now.
That is true, yeah.
So those of us who are making a living out of this, like us, you know what I mean? That I've been able to enter the industry 20 years ago and journey through this industry, and I was able to hire staff and build an office and build a radio station and manage one of the biggest sounds in the world, and all of these things in the name of sound system culture.
Right, exactly.
I mean? So definitely, again, I have to give thanks for it, and hopefully there's other youngsters that's coming up in the industry that inspires to be Irish and Chin or even bigger.
Of course.
So we can keep the thing going.
Keep it going for the next generation after next one. And the road was not easy, because some people say, 20 years, them it was so easy for them.
Never easy. Never. When we came in, we practically had to fight our way in the industry, because there's one thing about, the culture, and this is the bad side of our West Indian culture. We don't like to pass the torch.
Right, true.
We don't like to pass the torch. Many of the persons who are the gatekeepers of whatever section of the industry, they would rather the industry die with them, as opposed to say, come look at you, let me teach you the craft and go on. So whether we're talking about management, we're talking about artists, we're talking about whatever it is in our culture, it seems to be a cultural thing to me that everyone just keeps it to themselves.
It's a black culture thing, I believe it is.
And there is no passing of that torch to keep the thing going, So when we came in 20 years ago, yes, it was extremely hard for those of you could imagine, and we had to fight our way in and bore our way in, and at the time though, it was great because there were a lot of other people in the industry who were in our age group who also was hungry for the fame.
Right.
When you have like a Tony Mataran who just left King Addies, and you had like a Squingy who was on the up, and a Troop, and everybody that was able to say, well, there are elements in the